What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. Don't mind the finger. I almost cut it off with the tip of it anyway, with some wire cutters. Kind of embarrassing, but yeah. Anyways, today's video is on the HPRT stencil printer. Now, this thing claims to be 300 dpi, but it also claims just to be for lines. So yeah, and it does a pretty good job of that. I mean, I did first messing around with this thing a few weeks ago. I did notice something in the app that was kind of a huge oversight. So I did mention that to them. So I was kind of dreading going into this video because that's kind of a big oversight. I didn't want to like shame these guys or, you know, make a negative video. So I let them know about this a few weeks ago. I did notice in this video you'll see an update, and sure enough, the update fixed the sizing issue. So that is very cool. Now it's still, as far as the performance goes, this thing does a good job. It just prints lines, and that's just all I needed to do, honestly. So the app, you know, it's not perfect, but you know, I mean, you add one or two things in there, and it could be, you know, it could be a very good app. So as far as the printer goes, pretty good. You'll see it in the video. The app is not perfect. I would like to see at least one thing added for sure, and we'll see that in the video. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget, I have merch down there below, guys. Help support your boy who helps support these review videos for you guys. So check out the merch, and I'll see you guys after this. Alright, you guys, welcome back to yet another printer video. Today is the HPRT mobile tattoo stencil printer. Specifically, this is the MT866. Now, HPRT makes some pretty awesome, like low-key mobile actual printers, not stencil printers, that are actually pretty sweet. So I'm pretty sure this is like just a small conversion they made to make a stencil printer to get into the stencil printing tattoo game. So they were kind enough to reach out to me and send this out my way. So thank you, HPRT. Let's go ahead and unbox it and check it out. Alright, so here we are unboxing the MT866. On the front here we have our contents of the package. This thing actually does come with a really nice carrying case. We're going to look at that right now. So, and a quick start guide. How come everything that comes from China has that same smell? It has a very strange, like, plasticky smell. It's almost pleasant to me at this point in time, but doesn't matter what it is. Whenever it comes from China, it has the same, like, plasticky, exact same smell. So anyways, enough about that. So this is it, the HPRT MT866 quick start guide. Now half of this is in English, the other half is in Chinese, I believe, or some form of Chinese. So this thing does print with a computer. So I mean, if you want to. So anyway, let's go ahead and open this up. This carrying case is nice. Now they actually asked me if when they sent me this, they're like, if you can make sure the camera does not shake and maybe put your face in it. Maybe switch to your face in the video more often to make the video a little bit more, I don't know what they said, dynamic or something like that. So, and we're not going to worry about that. I'm not going to let them tell me how to make my own videos. So here we go. Nice, large charging cable. There's that smell again. Yeah. Anyways, nice long charging cable. And this case is nice, guys. Look, it's got like a velvet inside. Dang, dude. Real nice. This thing is sweet. Yeah, I love the case. The case is going to go probably for something else. Let's do a quick size comparison here since we're here. We're going to put the case away, unfortunately. Size comparison. This is the Pocket F6. My daily go-to. The man of men, the master of all prints. This bad boy right here. Love this thing. Just an absolute workhorse. And yeah, so size comparison. So yes, I will put a pop-up of how much this thing costs, retails or whatever. I don't know off the top of my head. I've had it for a few weeks. Here we have our setup here. Just the standard, you know, 2-button pop for the gate. That one likes to hang up a little bit. Yeah, you gotta kind of give it some pressure to get the thing shut. There we go. Now it does have this weird bracket in here, which I tried to ask what it was for, and she said it just helps carry the paper across. So it's kind of, I believe they maybe make this accessible so that way you can clean inside of it a little bit better. If that is the case, that is pretty cool. And yes, and we have our power button, and it does make a nice little jingle when you turn it on, which is very pleasant. It's not an actual button; it's like a touch sensor. Very nice. One button. I don't know what that does. I think if you hold it, it shuts it off. Beep. Yeah, so we're getting a red light because it's not connected to anything. I haven't busted out the iPad yet. Nice little jingle. So they also sent me this of not spirit paper. So yes, huge box of this stuff. There's a lot, probably 100 sheets of paper in here. It was packaged very nicely. You know, just like actual spirit, you pull the tab, you flip the thing. It was wrapped in plastic. I was going to actually use some to try it out, but it's blue. I do not like using blue dye stencil paper when I'm actually tattooing. When I'm doing practice stuff on practice skin, it's a different story. I actually prefer to use black or blue dye, but actual tattoo application, purple is just the way to go. Blue is just too dark to see. It's, yeah. Anyways, so I was going to use this, but it is blue, which is very frustrating. But we will actually use a page of this to test out this thing. So next, let's check out the app, shall we? Let me go grab the iPad. I'll be right back. All right, you guys. Here we are with the Here Print app, straight up. As you can see, the app kind of just looks like it's like a screen mirror from the phone, which I'm not a super big fan of, but I believe it gets the job done. So I mentioned the update earlier in hopes that they would fix, because the app had a major oversight as to where you couldn't size your image. I mean, it would just pull it directly from your photos, and it would print whatever size that was at. I did mention that to them. They said that no, you couldn't size it. And then we noticed the update here a few minutes ago, and I did mess around with it a little bit more, and it looks like they did make it to where you can size the image. So good for you guys for listening to what I had to say. I mean, I'm sure other people mentioned it as well. So let's go ahead and go through that. So this is our image here, tattoo I did about a week ago, and it would be this thing right here. This is how you would size it. So yeah, very, very cool that they actually listened to me and they're actually fixed the way to size it. So good for you guys. I would like to see it be able to move here if you could. That way we could save paper. Maybe we could put one size here, a bigger size here, and a bigger size here. That's typically what I do if we're undecisive on sizes, me and a client. I'll just print 3 sizes. Wham, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. It kind of just helps me save printing on the actual printer and having to cut. It just saves time overall. So let's go ahead and print this bad boy off. Now this thing is supposedly 300 DPI. I don't know about that. 300 DPI is pretty crazy, especially you say that this thing is only for doing printing lines. So I believe 300 DPI would be, stuff for printing shading and the like. So let's go ahead and print this off and see how it goes. Now it said thermal side down. I don't know what side that is. I'm guessing it's the front page, so we'll see. It's quite fast. It's very quiet, super quiet. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. So right on. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't looking forward to making this video because of that sizing thing. I hate making negative videos. I'm not trying to slam these people into the ground. I'm sure they worked hard on these products, most of them anyway. I'm sure they worked hard on these. I'm not trying to slam them into the ground, especially since they took the time to reach out and wanted to send me something. Yeah, not too shabby. I believe that was on medium density. We do have some, you know, some blotching up here in the corners, you know, which is to be expected. And this, God, is this purple or is it blue? It's blue. Yeah, it's got to be blue. Yeah, I mean, not too bad. So let's go ahead and pull out some more Knot Spirit and let's run another piece. Put it, let's make it kind of small. That way we'll see how it does with the super small piece. That's about as small as we can get it. Let's make it a really dark density. Let's see if we can get some clotting going on here. Oh, I like that. I like the way it sucks up the paper. It sounds really nice. This is the boxer engine of stencil printers. Yeah, it's very fast, very slick. I mean, it sounds awesome when it's printing. I mean, not too bad. Yeah, so I would definitely like to see, we would definitely like to see, you know, the ability to move our image around. That way, if we want, like I said earlier, if we wanted to print different things, different sizes. Let's say I wanted to print this in 3 different sizes, 3 different spots in the paper. We could do that without having to waste a whole sheet of paper. So HPRT, if you're listening, that's something you can add to the app. I'm sure it would only take a few minutes or a couple app engineers' time to get that figured out. Yeah, overall, not too bad on dark density and small. It picked up these really fine lines quite well, actually. You know, not super thick. It did, no matter the size, it still seemed to pick up these, you know, these little clots here in the corner. Yeah, I believe if it was actually 300 dpi, it wouldn't have these problems spreading out the spreading the heat out in these really busy areas, because you can see down here where it's not too busy, it got it nice and dark. Anyway, it got it nice and dark where it's not too busy, but where it gets a little bit busy up here, it has problems spreading the heat evenly, so that's when it gets really light. That's my crackpot theory. Let me know if I'm wrong. But yeah, overall, not bad at all. Actually, this thing is actually very capable. I mean, like I said, they're not promising that it's going to print all this crazy shading. They said it's just for lines, and that's fine. I never print shading anyways, honestly. So, and as far as the build quality goes, it's built incredibly well. It's affordable. I believe it's around $150. And they also make some awesome actual printers, like this little awesome mobile printer. So maybe I can talk them into possibly sending me an actual mobile printer, and then we can do a little mobile printer review. I think that would be awesome. So, yeah, HPRT, aka Here Print. Thanks again for sending this to me. Let me know what you guys think. I can appreciate this thing. They're not promising all these crazy, you know, printing features. It just prints lines. I believe it does it quite well. It's very smooth. I like the touch sensor. It makes a little chime when you turn it on. It's built quite well. You have this bracket here. You can take it out, clean it quite easily. And it's white. I can always appreciate a white piece of electronics. You know, it's nice to switch it up from black every once in a while. The app seems to be very basic, I believe, and I am glad that they listened to my my complaint about not being able to size the thing. So they did fix that with the update, which is very much appreciated. Hopefully, when they see this, they will maybe talk about how we can, you know, be able to move our design over here, maybe add multiple designs. You may be able to, but I'm not going to sit here and mess around with it to figure that out. So, and there is the basic adjustments here. You know, you can change your contrast, and I'm sure that would, you know, affect it more. Would affect it more with something that's not just a simple line drawing. But yeah, you can rotate it, mirror it, crop it, all that good stuff. If you want to erase it, you can do some erasing. That's a pretty cool feature. You know, crop it. You can free crop all this crap out of here. Yeah, very nice. I'm actually surprised by this thing. I didn't think they were actually going to fix that. Even after I mentioned it. So that's good that they actually listened to feedback. Anyways, I almost cut my finger off the other day, guys. The tip of it. Wire cutters. Yeah, it was not pretty. Blood everywhere. Maybe I'll put a picture of it. Anyways, thank you HPRT, our hair print, for sending this out to me. Sorry it took so long. I appreciate the patience. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.